Hey, this is DM Allen. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Last time on RWA, our party bamfed to the celestial plane, fleeing the army of chaos.
All of the remaining Aasimar run into the gate as fast as they can. Clouth and his son, Asmodeus, speaks the password and runs through. Everyone starts running into the gate, and you all have like that white light, and your eyes are starting to adjust just after you pass through the gate.
There, they find the long-sought obsidian flame.
There's this brazier in front of you that is that has all these runes written on it. There's celestial and draconic and Fae written all over this brazier.
Manet shares his knowledge of the flame.
This is the reason you are alive. The Aasimar were crafted using the obsidian flame to fight in the Chaos Wars.
Unfortunately, Kinian was not paying attention to the dangers of the flame and exploded himself and all of his stuff.
Kinian, you have lost all of your magic items, and your intelligence increases.
Not to worry, though. Manet is eager to get crafting.
We can worry about that later. When can I start making stuff?
You can start right now.
I think that actually happens. I think you hear the voice of Epido like off in a like arched corridor. You hear the voice echo, and he starts like the big booming, like, "We can start right now," and like
That's my dad.
in walks the gnome.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his gnome
Absolutely.
version with the gold pool eyes. And
is he distracted by the frat party of gold all over the place?
I think it brings like this big smile across his face. Yeah.
Ooh, who's
Cloud
Dragonlair
feels like
walked into?
home.
Cloud's probably having major problems.
Oh, he's got yeah.
Ancient red dragon with the gold lust.
Feels like home.
Yeah.
He probably like curls up on it.
Call it this prairie.
And Gladius says, "Well, it sounds like you have a small recess. It is up to you to decide when to strike. Bide your time wisely. Do not forget that for every minute that you wait, millions die."
So when can I start making things? I've known this the whole time.
Yeah.
Manet, just because you're smart doesn't mean that we all are.
You're like, I'm willing to sacrifice 11 million. Yes, 11 million.
I asked Bon if he and his, what are you calling yourselves? True Aasimar?
Turned?
The broider of Aasimar? I don't know.
The broider?
Broider.
Are you coming up with smart terms to try and compete with Gideon?
Oh,
I'm like, I'm not the dumbest. I'm
It's
not the
Aasimar
dumbest.
with
What
3
is
A's.
your int score?
It's 10.
10? Just average?
Can your folks help gather up the mess I made? I need to have a conversation. Like
What mess? Like the gold and
Yeah.
The gold
crab?
that I've been hoarding from you.
Yes, Kinian, we appreciate your contribution to the cause.
Nope.
And I command it. I say, yeah, everybody, grab a fistful for the cause.
Hey, the party fund's low on diamonds, everyone.
Kinian basically
Forced socialism. That's what just happened.
It's
like
his own fault.
this is like the saddest you've ever seen Kinian, and it's just been enough today. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't even pick up a piece. He just walks over to rings. I noticed her playing with the ring.
It's broke.
I take her by the hand and lift it up, and I take a look at her ring.
Okay. It's like a diamond ring on her ring finger, and it's shattered, like cracked down the center, and there's like a part of the gem that's missing.
I lean in close to her, like so Sarissa can't hear, and I say, "I'm sorry, but this is not a reflection of our union." It's her ring finger, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the leap that it's the wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
I still take this union seriously.
I think she's wordless at this point. She nods quickly and like I don't know, stiffens, like almost to not show what, you know, like she wants to hug you but can't type situation. So yeah.
And I kind of step back and I'm like, let's get to work, Manet.
I want to somehow power my thunder cannon with the soulmonger battery, so if I shoot something, it sucks up their soul.
Interesting. All right.
Or like
That's
at least
what
like,
I want.
like when it's like low enough health.
Yeah.
Don't cross the beams.
Or maybe we can have little carts that we roll out and they open up. And...
Does extra necrotic damage, and you get to take half his HP.
Everyone else disbands. I think Sarissa leans to you, Kenyon, and she says, I need to take care of some things with an M. Are you gonna be okay? I can find you later. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, And I look to like the ground where stuff's getting picked up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like some of the connection's lost.
To the material plane?
No, to you. The shards have been destroyed, and it saddens me.
We've got many more pieces of 6.
Why didn't they say so earlier?
We have all of the pieces of 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
all
you meant
6 of
like
them.
she
Just-
had like
no.
20 more
No
pieces.
more shards.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That was a rental shard. Enterprise pick you up.
That's how she gets all her boyfriends. Jeez.
No, she if you feel a lost connection with not having a trinket of mine, we can figure something out. I would hope something material like that doesn't come between us.
No, but I felt your power, and now it's gone.
You and Manet, maybe you can come up with something.
Yeah.
She gives you a quick peck on the cheek, and she says, "All right, I'm going to go kick it with my god." And she like runs to catch up to NM.
Whoa there.
Did she just fangirl?
Yeah, absolutely. She squeed.
So Kenyon's the side chick now.
And the rest of the Asmar, I think the others start to find a location where the original Asimars trained, and they are going to be honing their skills with what they have.
Because they're way
been
more
given,
powerful now.
with what they've been given.
I go with them.
Okay. All right.
Do you want any shit?
What?
You want any cool shit?
I don't know. You know, just whatever you guys cook up is cool.
We got you.
You know, I've got the light of the flames.
So thank
Feel
you
pretty good.
for the quiver of Alona.
Oh, in the quiver, there's a whole bunch of bottles too.
Empty bottles?
No, they're full of liquid from a bar.
Oh, gross.
Oh no.
The poison?
Yeah, the poison.
Kyo doesn't know they're
He
poison.
doesn't know
yet.
it's poison.
Kyo doesn't know it's poison.
So I lost
And-
Wand of Orcus. a parapet of protection against poison.
Which would be real great for that poison you're probably
Yeah,
going to
because
start
all those bottles are labeled with like booze labels.
A portable hole, a
But Kenion's
quiver
smart
of
now.
Alona, a amber shard, and adamantine half plate. I lost 6 items. I have a conch of teleportation and
You
a rod
is
of lordly
smart.
might and my ancestor's axe. I've got 3 items.
You
Yeah.
is smart.
And a quiver of
I'm
Alona.
smart and a
And
new quiver of Alona.
Yeah.
I'm kind of asking this like as an aside that like how does the 50 grand dispense? Is it the 200 Asimar? Do they take it all? Or
No,
is
God,
this...
no.
Okay.
Wait, we're
So-
getting 50 grand?
Kenion's 50 grand.
I
My
think-
money.
So,
you
like,
had that much.
Yeah.
like Bond's order was for them to get it.
Yeah.
I still believe it to be your money, because they are extremely lawful good, and so they're not gonna take your money for quote unquote the greater good, right? I mean they're
Okay.
gonna pick it up for you, but my guess is like you eventually find your room, and it's sitting in a trunk. Is how I kind of imagine.
Yeah,
Well,
so
a good
what
portion
I-
of it's sitting in
Oh,
a
because it
trunk.
was kind of implied that you were going to have it go to the cause.
So I said pick it up for the cause. I didn't say pick it up for my cause, pick it
Yeah.
up for your cause.
Okay.
oh, so
it's-
maybe
it's
you're
still
making
yours.
Kenyon sweat in his boots for...
I just wanted to make you go, fuck.
I did go fuck. Okay. So, worst case scenario, from a technical perspective, the fact that we have a portable hole for the party, and now the cat's out of the bag that Pirate King.
Yeah.
We're not leaving the money behind on this plane of existence, just as like a note taking thing.
Yeah.
If Kenyon can't come up with a new bag of sorts to carry it himself, he'll haul them into Tin's bag,
Okay.
like the party bag, essentially.
Okay.
Just to put him with the party money, but as on the ledger, essentially, like Captain Kenyon's.
Yeah.
You lost
And I'd be cool with that.
475
It's in Kenyon's
pounds
GL
of
account.
it.
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty trustworthy and stuff.
I think that would probably just happen, honestly. Like immediately, I would just say, "I've got some treasure to log." In. Like as like the whole room is covered with treasure.
And you can read now, so we can create a list.
I will be able to read. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you wanting to take anything right now?
I'm not gonna take anything. It was just more of a hey.
Yeah,
do
no, I
that.
just figured, I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, we've got magical items that we normally don't deal with because we had our own, so.
If I do have a room, I do gather the rod of lordly might, my javelins and stuff, and I load the quiver.
Maybe leave the quiver, like, with us and then walk up and pick
Well,
those.
I'll go put the quiver in the room with my possessions.
So I believe that you guys have a barracks where all 5 of you sleep. In the same area, bunk beds. In fact, I'd say 6 because it's bunk beds, and Vodette and Keo bunk up on one of them.
Well, Keo
Sure.
sleeps in his chest.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't mean
got
there's
money.
not
Yeah.
a bed there.
Oh, he's under one of the bunk beds. Yeah.
So yeah,
And he probably stole maybe 5% of the gold.
5%. That's a pretty big percentage.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
1/20th. I'm just thinking, how much would he have gotten away with?
He probably would have plucked one of the biggest gems because
No.
it wasn't all gold.
No,
Right.
Keo wanted gold pieces.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
Keo's
gotcha.
looking at it as betting.
I think 2 handfuls. Did you roll a sleight of hand? Roll me a sleight of hand real quick.
Kenyon's wouldn't be able to see it.
What's
but
your
yeah,
passive?
17.
Okay.
But
Let me use a better die.
even if he does take some, like, Kenyon's not going to say anything. He's just going to note.
Sure. That's-
Keo sleight of hands at an amazing 9.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't
opens up
subtle.
he was mage handing it into the chest.
Yeah.
So
I think like it was fairly quiet, but you heard like a
The sound of change.
yeah, ching ching ching.
I lost so much valuables today
Yeah,
that I don't even feel.
yeah.
I don't even feel him taking.
But you've also
Two-handed.
become
How-
wiser and realized that material items
Not wiser.
More intelligent.
more intelligent.
I mean, however many thousands of gold pieces that Kyo stole are probably worth less than the quiver that he gave.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
trade.
that is actually a really good point.
Kyo's bed was kind of thin.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Kyo's actually probably the poorest at like 2,000 gold pieces.
You took
No, not
2,500
even
gold
close.
from me.
2,500.
2,500.
Okay.
What is so Bond's going off and training with the Aasimar. What is Tin doing during this time?
Well, I think it would kind of depend on what everyone else is doing.
I think the
'Cause she doesn't
the
have,
three
like, any
magic
specific-
boys are doing obsidian flame things.
Okay. Because I don't have any specific agenda right now.
Okay.
I might just like, what is Kinian planning on doing? Because if you're gonna be like doing stuff with rings, I'll leave you alone. But if you were just gonna be doing stuff on your own, then I'd probably join you as like comrade type thing.
Kinian's gonna be busy with
Yeah.
Manet. Like, or is this like you're talking over a course of a long period of time?
This is like, I don't know, maybe the next few hours of,
yeah, I'm gonna get to
of
work.
doing things.
I'm gonna train with Nymeria because I haven't seen her in a long time.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
I wonder if we can probably do something with the dragon pile.
Your imagination is your limiter. So Bon, what you learn is that your radiant light burns the demons effectively. So
Nice.
the radiant damage you do, what's your current maximum? Because you roll a certain amount of radiant.
No, he
each
just
turn,
gets
right?
it 20
Oh, it's 20?
because he's
Yeah.
level 20.
Got you. So you do 30 points of extra damage. And what you're taught during training is that in the presence of a Deva, that number actually increases to 50. So you get like a boost for being bolstered by the radiant, the pure radiance that's from them. What you're taught is that historically, the Aasimar were once human, and the Devas figured out that they could blend human and radiant light together, and that's what became the Aasimar. And so being able to pull more radiance from something allows you to bolster your attacks. Yeah.
Would
So-
it be worth me having planar ally now? Or, like,
Potentially, because you can draw a angel down.
As long as you're not on the material plane. Because we've established the material plane's weave as too weak.
oh, I thought Vodette had summoned Gladia.
He did with Gate, and as long as he kept the gate open, she was available.
Okay.
So to be clear, his regular Aasimar is once per turn you add 20 radiant. Did
Which is
that
now
20
30.
move to 30?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got a plus 10, and then it cranks up if you got real good guys near you.
Cuckoo, choo. Thank you for
Yeah,
the boon.
No problem.
I ask for assistance in making some modifications to the few items I have left. Namely, my ancestor's axe. And I explained to Epido that it's been in my family for years. It allows me to, summon the kings from the Valley of Kings, the Kinians that came before me, and when I throw it, it returns to me. I let him know that, due to this item being within my bloodlines, I don't actually require attunement to use this item. What I'm hoping for is to achieve here today is a few things. I kind of looked down at my feet. I had the ability to fly, and it was very useful. You as a dragon clearly understand that there's benefits to being able to leave the ground. That is one thing I'm hoping to achieve today. Another, as sadly I destroyed one of the giant's pieces of 6 as it was within my chest as I approached the flame. I've lost the strength of the storm giants, which was also very beneficial for me when I was fighting demons. And lastly, I was able to shrug off damage due to the armor that I was wearing. Now, I like not wearing armor, but the protection that it afforded me was worth the sacrifice. Perhaps you have some ideas. And out of curiosity, and I hold my arm out, does this provide me any benefit other than looking really freaking cool? And I enrage, kicking the flames off of my hair in an obsidian flame.
Now, can he have some flame around his arm?
And I look down at my arm to see if it's any different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's got a different it
Maybe it
feels
glows?
different. Yeah. And I think what it does is it gives you there's an ability with monsters that's called magic resistance. Essentially, you have advantage against magical saving throws.
Ooh.
And so that's what I think it would
Nice.
give you is because it's kind of a reflection of the obsidian flame. It helps you absorb or get away from those effects.
I think when his hair is on fire, that his arm should glow.
Yeah, I think
It could be
I
like a
think-
faint glow, but I
I
think
think
it'd be
it should
really
be a
badass.
flame.
I think actually to add a little bit to it, that effect only takes effect during raging. Does that make sense? You have to activate the flame within, which activates your arm.
And it's so hard for you to rage now that you're level 20.
right.
Yeah.
It's seriously that blade of grass is taller than the others. Fuck!
All he has to do is remember that.
He's got absurd OCD.
All he has to do
man.
is remember that time he touched the obsidian flame.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still mad about it. Kyo goes over to his dad and kind of whispers in his ear in Draconic, but Pig Latin Draconic.
Okay.
And
That's when we found out Draconic is just Pig Latin.
so he speaks in common. So but because he doesn't want it, it's a kind of an absurd idea, but it's just might work. So Kyo's got that dragon bile, and Kyo's thinking, that his dragon blood is what gives him a little extra armor.
Okay.
And he thinks, he says to his dad, if we give him a sick tattoo of a dragon using this stuff as the ink, think we could make it into armor?
That's kind of dope.
That's pretty fucking badass. He leans over and he's like, "That's a pretty sick idea. You need to pass by him though.
Let me sharpen my forks."
Oh god."
A dragon
Back
spitting
alley
out.
tattoo.
And
It's Kyo. So
and at the suggestion of that, I'm activated and I'm looking at the flames on my arm and I'm like, you think the dragon would look good right here.
breathing the flame.
Like, and so like coming down his shoulder and like curled up on his back or something. That'd be
Breathing the flame.
The body of the dragon on his back where he's got wings.
Yeah.
That could maybe give him flight.
Ooh, interesting.
Now, Kyo can lay the groundwork, but he's not like an enchanter guy. But
Yeah, I love these ideas. What are you sacrificing for it?
well, I mean, Kyo was gonna turn that into a potion that made him into a dragon.
You want to look at our list?
Sounds like he's sacrificing
Kyo.
dragon bile.
It's bile.
Must
We've
it
got
be
some
an,
spell scrolls
must
we
it
never
be an
use.
artifact?
It needs to be able to cover the magic you're transferring.
Yeah,
We've
but
got some like 7th and 5th level, 8th level spell scroll shit things.
We have some scrolls.
Okay.
We've got.
I have a rod.
That's what you
You can
said.
give up
Well,
the
yeah,
rod
that's
of lordly
because-
might.
well, he's got a rod because he thought about that sick tattoo.
I don't think he'll give up that rod, though.
Is this of a sufficient enough power?
That's
It's legendary.
more than enough.
For all those things?
I could
For all of those things.
I could give him the giant belt that I have.
Yeah. I kind of like that. The giant belt as a component. I think he's gonna say with the rod of lordly might and the giant's belt, I think you might be able to pull this off.
Nice. Let's try it.
All right.
So my strength
It's
drops.
it's just another item lost for me.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm no
Just
longer
clearing
stronger
out.
than you. I was stronger
You're
than you.
dead inside.
Oh, it's a 19.
So,
It's worth the risk.
hell yeah. So, Manet,
Yeah, what's up?
there's no better way to learn than to just do.
Uh-huh.
You're up, buddy. And he collects up the rod of lordly might and the ink, and he goes, wait.
He's gonna enchant the inks. So.
How are you tattooing him?
I pull out so I've got my bag of silverware. I pull out like the smallest of my hors d'oeuvre forks.
Step one.
Yep.
All of my magical items somewhere else.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, yeah, we have to. If I know anything about magic rituals, I get out the oil and start stripping it down. Kenny and I have done this before.
Yeah. So he
That
says,
one time.
yeah. So he says, yeah, we'll do this old school. He takes the rod of lordly might, he takes the belt of giant kind, and he walks over to the obsidian flame with the ink, which all of the bile is separate, like they're all different densities.
They're different colors.
And they're all different colors, and so it looks it's like real gross looking in this bottle. And he sets.
Well, no, the bile's all in separate.
It's
It's separated out in vials.
dragon
and
types,
flasks.
right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
It's a
so
mixture
you're taking you've got like rainbow shots going on.
Yeah, I
And
have
so-
full flasks of a couple and vials of the rest.
Perfect. So he puts all of these flasks and vials out in front of the obsidian flame, and he stands back a good like 20 feet, and he just kind of takes the two items, the rod of lordly might and the belt of giant kind, and he hucks it at the obsidian flame, and he goes, "All right, Manet, get to bending the weave." And Manet, you need to make a tinkering check for me, please.
A tinkering check.
Yes, I believe it's your intelligence plus your proficiency roll. I think it's intelligence double proficiency. And no.
That would be expertise, which
That
I
would-
do have expertise with Tinker's tools.
Okay, so yes. So double proficiency and your intelligence check. I believe the Tinker's Tools just unlocks the ability for you, and then the expertise gives you the double proficiency.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you
Go
know,
for it.
Cool.
this is going to turn into like some tattoo gun with the fork on the end.
So, this is a plus 20.
At the same time, we're making a magical item.
We're at level 20, guys. So plus 20 is okay.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
36.
He's a natural.
Epido surprisingly says,
Oh.
he goes, not bad form. You'll want to work on it.
You gotta get a 40.
He's negging you.
He's like Chef Ramsay is like, you fucking donkey.
But isn't like 35 the DC for something impossible?
Yeah. So, Manet, you see these magical items go and get absorbed into the flame, and you instinctively like lift your hands up, and all of the weave around you, like you can start seeing like this like ley line of weave around you, and
Hell yeah.
you start walking up, and you're pulling like strands together, and they're all it's like a singularity. Like you see the graphs of some singularities, and all of the lines are moving towards the flame, and you're pulling them and so that they run through the items, the bile, and you instinctively whip the lines. So you whip and pull them, and when you do, you actually pull the magic out from the obsidian flame, and it passes through each one of these vials, and they start to glow with this magic, this very, very strong magic.
Okay. So we have magic tattoo ink.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you ready to tattoo your boy?
I mean, if that's something I need to do, sure.
Yes. Yep. All right.
I
Roll
will.
me in. What?
I am going to assist him.
Okay. All right.
And here's how I assist him. I go back to my stuff, and out of my bag of holding, I pull out. I still have one barrel of ale that's been around for a while, and pull it out, and I scoop up big mugs for all of us, and then I tie like a rope around my head, and I get a stick for Kinian to bite on,
Nice. Okay.
and I'm like,
I thank Kyo and I say, that won't be needed. My hair is just
Nice.
black flames.
you understand, this is for life.
Oh my gosh.
He gets real like
Prison rules up in here now.
And Kinian like looks over his
many.
many tattoos and scars, and like his latest, scarification essentially. And I'm like, yeah.
And Kyo spits in his hand, and he grabs Kinian's hand, holding the
Holding the flame.
Yeah.
holding the flame part, and then he looks eye to eye right into Kinian's eyes, and Kyo does his own flame on, and then he nods.
Kyo like leans in. It's okay to cry.
It's an emotional time.
And
We're all men here.
You get this fork from Kyo.
Yeah.
It's like over the top.
Great.
If you've seen that movie.
No.
I smile
No.
as he's like holding my pinky finger.
It's like, that's a Sylvester Stallone
Okay.
arm wrestling movie.
Okay.
Anyways,
I will take your
80s.
word for it.
it's a
Yeah,
modern,
right. Yeah, right.
It's a modern classic.
So
Uh-huh.
you get this fork, and and something seems wrong with it. And these ley lines are still going through, and you push the fork into one of the ley lines, and it starts becoming more magical, and then you hit your heel with it, and it starts to. Go ahead and roll.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What is this again? Just a more tinker?
Yep.
35.
35. All right. You got a sick ass tattoo.
Hell yeah.
Describe it. Describe this tattoo for me.
So,
Remember, you gotta cover the flight. You gotta cover the adamantine no crit. Right.
Yep.
And what was the other one?
Strength.
Strength.
The strength.
The strength.
And don't forget, it's got to have like Kyo and Epido dragons for life, spelled Lyfe.
With a 4.
With a single beefy arm? No, this is not Trogdor.
No.
But like,
Because you're
You
like,
don't know that. I'm the one drawn.
because Kinyan is now an honorary dragon friend.
Ooh. All right.
This
This
he's been tatted in.
So, describe your tattoo now.
so the likeness of a bronze dragon.
Okay.
The features of a bronze dragon, kind of starting from like the shoulder, essentially, like its mouth and neck kind of like stretched out across the arm. So.
Mhm.
With its mouth erupting in flames.
Mhm.
So it's like you see just kind of like part of its mouth, because I mean, I'm a large canvas, a big muscular
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, yeah.
But for things to kind of maintain the appropriate scale, it's more of kind of like a profile of the mouth.
Mhm.
And it runs up the arm, and basically across the back, there's kind of like the profile of a flying dragon.
Mhm.
And this is all like bronze, and they're all bronze dragons essentially. That's over top of this other one, so it's not a singular dragon,
Mhm.
and it's more of like a shot of it kind of flying through the clouds essentially. And there's actually, for symmetry, like a matching, like kind of like a tail running down the left arm.
So, like, it's all one dragon from your right arm all the way to your left arm.
Yeah.
And moving across your back, and then you have
Another
one
dragon.
like flying over top of that. Okay, with like the wings presented and stuff.
Yep.
Do you get like the scales tattooed on your chest or something like that? Like,
Hell no. The front is actually the snarling face of a bronze dragon.
nice.
So like a more detailed like facial profile of
Yeah.
a dragon
To
like,
scare
on the
your
chest. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are your nipples its eyes?
Oh.
Oh man.
It's not a big one.
No.
Like on the front. Like I'm
That's
thinking
nice.
like one peck. Like
Oh, nice.
kind of,
Okay. Like a
think of
a
like the
patch.
Rock, you
Okay,
know,
yeah.
like he's got like that big arm one.
Yep.
Like this is just like a head of a dragon.
Nice. All right. Very cool. Very, very cool.
That's how.
Well done, Manet. With your artistry. You.
I'm gonna add something to it. When you look really closely, you can see that the dragons aren't actually bronze, but the bronze is made up from very little lines of the individual colors.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And if you look even closer, it's all in Draconic.
You know
Super
Draconic,
I
don't you?
do know Draconic.
That's pretty fucking badass. So I love that idea. So what it is that's the spells. So you're
Ooh.
writing the spells out in Draconic, and it's so tiny and fine detailed that you only see it when you get up close. But when you back away, you see this beautiful artistry. Nice. I like it.
Dope.
Hey everyone, I'm DM Alan, and thank you so much for joining us this week on Roll with Advantage. This is Season 3, Episode 36. Thank you to everyone who is listening. You guys are absolutely fantastic. And thank you so much to our patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. You help keep the show aired and help us do what we love to do over here on DM's Table. If you want to find out more on how to support the show and how to support DM's Table, go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/DM's Table. If you subscribe, you're going to get access to really cool content like DM's Notes, the Tome of Epido, things like that. It's really, really great. You should go check it out. And while you're out on the internet, go check us out on Twitter at DM's Table and on Facebook at The DM's Table. It's there where you can hit us up through DM and ask us for access to our Discord. We'll send you over a link. We love bringing people into our Discord. We absolutely love hanging out with everybody over there. It's a really fun environment, very positive, and it's a gamer-driven community, so it's very fun. You should really check it out, so hit us up over on our socials. Make sure to subscribe over there, too, for more information on what we've got coming up. And yeah, go do it. Have you enjoyed the voice of Odette? Well, we enjoy Ryan as well. He makes fantastic content, and he is one half of the duo over at Roll for Initiative. That's Roll, the number 4, Initiative. And him and his wife Dawn do some really great D&D related, RPG related content. And you should go check it out. In fact, here they are right now to tell you a little bit more about themselves.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Dawn, and let's get ready to roll for initiative. We're a couple that does videos on board games. We also do reviews and Game Master diaries.
We also do interviews, gameplay tips, painting tutorials, and plenty more. If you like what we do here, then don't forget to subscribe and comment on the videos. So enjoy the videos here on Roll for Initiative. Bye!
Go check them out. That's Roll for Initiative over on YouTube. All right, so now let's talk about this week's sponsors. This week's sponsors start with MetallicDiceGames.com. Metallic Dice Games is a phenomenal dice website that has awesome dice and dice paraphernalia. While you're over there, use our coupon code DMsTable10 for an extra 10% off your next order, and get out there and get some dice. You know you dice goblins want some more dice. All right, now let's talk about Audible. Audible is an amazing audiobook platform that has over 180,000 books to choose from. Audible is absolutely astounding. In my opinion, they offer the greatest audiobook quality there is out there, and I absolutely love their mobile interface. They work with all sorts of different devices on pretty much all platforms, and the best part about Audible is through our affiliation link, you are going to get a 30-day free trial, 2 free books, access to the Audible originals, and access to the best audiobook platform I believe there is out there. Go check out our link at audibletrial.com/RWA to help support the show and to get access to this fantastic content. Now, let's throw it over to Adam for this week's recommendation. Adam?
Hey guys, check this book out, Homeland by R.A. Salvatore. It follows the origin story of the Dark Elf Drizzt as he explores his place in Dark Elf society. The Drizzt books are a great companion for anyone who loves D&D, as it describes a world very similar to the one you would find while rolling dice. Check it out today.
Thank you so much, Adam. Go check out that book, and why don't we talk about it over on the Discord? Join our Discord. We love discussing these books over there, and we can't wait to talk to you about this book or books you've read in the past or books you want to read. We have a lot of readers over on our Discord. Now, last but not least, Incompetech. Incompetech is a superb audio score website. They offer just the highest quality audio scores that you can think of. They are really friendly to creatives like us, and they are a great website that is very easy to search. That's incompetech.com. Go check them out today. All right, that's all I've got for you this week. Let's get back to the episode, and I'll see you out on the internet. Bye, guys. So,
And because it's magical, it's all smaller than you could even do with a pen.
Yeah. So you guys eat up a pretty good amount of time. That's like a day's work. I'd say like 9 hours.
Yeah, but it's serious business.
Yeah, absolutely. So
we still have some ink left, right? It's it's
there's bottom of the barrel. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Well, we tatted him, so we got to tat him.
Me?
Yeah.
Manette's body is a temple.
Yeah, I'm good.
But we're getting tats. I get a really small tattoo of a gnome that like dances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It magically dances.
Yeah, and I do one on my dad too.
So out of
I was
curiosity,
just like, what's that feeling?
Oh, come on, Epido would be down.
Yeah, he's down. That's sick.
Well, actually, they're lady gnomes, but
Nice.
so
Nice.
out of curiosity, does the effect of the different vials provide any other benefits, such as resistance types?
You've been begging for this for a long time.
or can he like shoot something with that flamey hand?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm down with that. So you have let's basically say that when you're talking resistances, when you're facing those types of dragons, you have resistance.
The energy type?
Yeah, that energy type.
Nice.
But still, that's 5 types
When
of dragons.
fighting those dragons.
When fighting dragons. Yep.
That's still pretty badass.
That is badass.
Because you got another resistance earlier this
You
session?
do understand, though, that the draconic...
I just have advantage at saves.
Advantage on
Yeah.
magical
Kenyon
damage.
could kill Tiamat by himself now.
Well,
Because he quarters all the damage.
Yeah.
but Kenion's thing, that you got to realize there are some negative downsides. Like, now you feel a lust for gold.
Oh,
He already
really?
did.
Ooh, I like that. That's cool.
And a need to spread, to father among the races, just typical dragon stuff.
You've been a dragon the whole time.
It's like, what if this is new?
Nice.
All right. Does anybody want more items?
I want to make something that increases Bond's constitution.
What describe how you would bring his constitution up?
Bond, do you have any ideas on this?
I've got a bunch of health potions. That's
The
all I got.
party fund has...
Use the toe. The piece of 6 toe.
Oh, God.
shit.
We do.
You could do that. You could use it. I mean,
we've already destroyed one, so...
you'd have to talk people into
letting us.
Yeah.
We've got at least 2 legendary level magic items left. So we can do some pretty hefty shit with things. So
just to make you aware, increasing someone's constitution would be pretty hefty shit. Because it's game wise there's hardly things.
I walk in after just as the final touches of the tattoo being put on Kenyon. I'm like, oh dude, that's sick.
Yeah, man.
I'm like pulsating light and like yeah, I've been like hitting guys in the face all afternoon.
You
I'm a
seem...
little juiced up.
We
What?
need to fight later.
And I'm like rubbing my fist, and it's like you can see like light crackling through it later. Anyway, I was thinking about it, and you know how those dragons can turn into not dragons, like humans and stuff?
Polymorphing. Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if I could turn into a deva?
Oh, fuck.
Which is only a CR10 monster.
Only.
Only really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
yeah, it'd be pretty fucking dope.
You guys can literally do anything. It's just
Gotta
there-
figure out a way to do it.
you got to figure out a way to do it. It's got to be well explained on what the item is going to do for you, and then you got to kill other items in order to do it. So
You want some bracers that polymorph you into a deva?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
you could do it like Constantine and like bring them together, and it creates like the celestial like sign.
I'm down for it.
That sounds cool.
Badass.
We acquire some currently not so magical bracers.
It even looks just like it looks very similar to the Constantine tattoo. It's a triangle with like a line through the top of it, making almost a snow-capped mountain.
I tossed you my old bracer that we used for communication.
Oh,
So it's a little big.
I was gonna say, you might
Yeah.
want to wash that too.
Yeah.
But if he makes it
Mayo.
magical, it'll fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is good build.
All right. What do we need for this? We've got some
Polymorph is what level spell?
4th.
4th, and it'd be a 1-day use thing unless you pump it full of more magic. I would say,
seventh level spell scroll.
yeah, that would do it.
All right. Goodbye, Sword of Morning Canaan. Spell scroll.
Oh, that's a pretty cool spell.
Well,
It was a cool spell.
If only I were a wizard, not a sorcerer.
Yeah.
You know.
32.
Man, those are slowly getting worse. It's the fatigue.
Yeah,
You've been
right.
at this for many hours now. Yeah, you are able to create this item, and basically, like, there was enough material there that you are able to break it down into 2 bracers, and they were already obsidian. The bracer was, but with the obsidian flame, it allowed you to manipulate the material itself, and it's got this. It's got half of the symbol of Mount Celestia on each side, and it's a once per day use. Bon, you just smash them together, and when you do, you become a deva,
I try it out.
and you become a deva. Basically, what happens is you don't polymorph into one you've seen. You sprout real wings in the exact place that your obsidian or your radiant light is, and the radiant light armor that shines around you becomes a real armor. It grows like up out of your skin, but looks silver. It's got like silver and white lining to it, and you just everything that is radiant around you becomes you now.
Cool. And I'm like, thanks, Manet, because I'm loud now.
So, Keo.
No problem, Bon.
So Keo wants to make an item, and it's an item that he's wanted most of his life. I want a belt of dwarven kind, but not one that doesn't require attunement.
All right, that's just Constitution saving throw adjustment, right? And then you're best friends with dwarves.
It lets me speak, read, and write dwarf,
You can grow a beard, potentially.
grow a sick beard, and
He doesn't have a choice in it.
Yeah.
There's a
It just
chance
happens.
of it happening.
Nice. it happens.
All right,
Because it, yeah. So
He gets the resistance to poison.
nice.
Or not-
it is a con bump,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
but that's not why Keo wants it. He wants it for the sick
What
beard.
level of an item is that? That's a uncommon, right? It's a pretty low level item.
Might be rare.
Where's it? It's rare.
Okay.
So, but here's what Keo's willing to put into it. Something that's been close to him for a long time. His hat of disguise. Something that and I know that's low level. His diagram of a still.
Okay.
So, which means he's gonna have to reverse engineer the one on the ship
Okay.
if he wants to build another one.
It's sentimental.
Yeah, that's important.
It's dwarvish.
Yeah. No, I like it.
The ale
I'm
that's
eating it up.
left from the Kinnean one, the purple and blue Kush, because this is going to be
Kush?
yeah.
What the fuck? All right.
We got drugs at one point.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
God damn it.
I don't remember this.
Now he knows he's got to power it up. So I've got a random 2nd level spell scroll that I'll toss in. My teleport pages of paper, which are very dear to me and quite powerful.
Okay.
Even though they aren't actually anything mechanically.
They've got teleportation circle things on them though.
Yeah,
That's
it was
your phone book.
Yeah, it's his phone book.
Basically, it was Kyo's first step at learning how to make teleportation circles.
Okay.
And my wand of paralysis. I think that should be enough.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially since I've been giving up half my items.
That's a rare. Was that something you got from the party fund? Because that's listed still here.
I've been carrying around a wand of paralysis forever.
Yeah.
Great.
Just
that is also a rare level item.
Oh,
so
okay.
So I've given up a rare and an uncommon.
Yeah.
And then
for no attunement on a rare.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And some like stuff that's important just to me.
Yeah.
And of course I'll spit in the
Yeah.
because that's part of turning
And
into a dwarf.
dwarvish custom.
Oh man. All right, so here's what happens. Kyo, you budge the barrel of ale over to the obsidian flame, and you gingerly like lay the non-magical things along the top of the like ale that's sitting there, and it's like floating or sinking depending. And then you back up, and Manet, you take the magical items he gives you and you huck them into the obsidian flame, and they're absorbed, and you start walking closer to the flame, pulling the ley lines to move through the barrel. And when you get up there, you plunge your hand down into the ale. Nothing was at the bottom before, but as you grasp, you pull out the belt of Dwarven kind, and there's no ale left. There's nothing in the barrel. Give me a roll, please.
22.
22.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
It starts to like unravel at the ends, and the seams start popping. It seems to be failing.
I'm going to make a this is not going to help at all, but I'm going to make an arcana to try and figure out a way to plug this up with magic I know.
Do you got what do you call it? Inspiration?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I use my legendary boon from Epido.
Oh!
Nice.
I'll bleed them out of you bastards.
And I begin to cry in front of my father. You're gonna teach him. I gave up so much to help my friends. No.
Did the
I'm
boon
losing everything.
Did the boon offer advantage, or is it just a success? I
It
can't
was
remember.
he would swoop in and help us out once.
We'll just say it's advantage.
He rolls a 1
Roll
this
better.
time.
Rolled a 3.
So what if Kinian burned a luck point?
I would say, because you can't normally share it with others, right?
Correct.
I would say like you are tapped out of luck points at that
So
point.
say I burned all my luck points, and they're like, no, this is how you do it, Manet. Like right when he's like about to do it.
Well, so
Right?
it's like he's pulling it up and it's starting to pop away, and I think
With your new intelligence.
I think you like and you like bump accidentally bump a ley line, and go ahead and roll one more time.
Do the best of 3. Use all my luck.
Yay!
Watch, he rolls a 4.
No, he didn't.
31.
31, just good enough.
5 luck points.
Yeah. So I think what happens is like it's starting to unravel, and yeah, Kinian, even though you can't see the ley lines, you just
Oops.
and like move your shoulder a little bit, and somehow it's just adjusted the weave. Maybe it's your
It's your
hand.
new tattoo.
Yeah, your new tattoo. You're flexing it, or your hand, or something.
Or
something
just the
bumped
tattoo
weave.
moves.
Yeah, you
Tattoo
just
moves does it.
lucky. You were just lucky enough to bump the weave to hit this thing and get the full blast. And yeah, you have your belt of dwarven kind.
I
So
have my sick beard. And advantage on persuasion with dwarves.
So at this, do you want in on
Yes.
this? Okay, so at this time, like you guys are at 9, 10, 12 hours, and Tin's like, where the fuck is everyone?
Yeah. And then they find out
You
you've all
see
been
all
doing
the
dope
boys.
shit.
Yeah, all
And
the
then
boys are sitting there
Tin
playing
comes
with
in.
Legos.
Tin comes in, and Kyo's like, "Hey, Tin, we got sweet tats." And he makes a dance.
And I'm like, okay, how do I get one?
You want a tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of tattoo do you want?
I was thinking of sacrificing the flame tongue sword that we've had so that I could get fire resistance.
But all you have to do to get fire resistance is expend one sorcery point.
If you're a sorcerer.
And
Boom,
I-
right through that fourth wall.
You're slowing us down here, Ben.
Unless I could get fire immunity, which
No, God,
I doubt.
no.
Yeah, okay. I doubt.
Let's see. Fire resistance. You want to give up flame tongue?
Which is a
which is
rare item.
A rare item.
It's a rare ring. Like if
It is a rare ring. I would say that, and I think this is going to solidify the rule for Kinian as well. I would say, yes, you can do that, but it will permanently eat up an attunement slot.
Ooh, okay.
so my wagon,
Yeah, you
it makes
wagon.
sense.
Yeah,
It does a lot of things.
it does a lot of things.
What are you attuned to?
Wings of Flying, Prayer Beads, and the...
Can we combine the
Cloak.
wings of flying with fire resistance, so
And
that
have
it
it
only take up,
dragon related,
so that it would only be one attunement slot for
and
both
then
of
she
them?
wouldn't need the action to activate the wings of flying.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes,
Because
yes,
then
yes,
it'd be
yes, yes,
Then she could just
then
fly.
it'd be like you and her basically have the same effect. Yeah.
Can I have her same flight speed then?
No, I think what would happen
'cause I'm
is
gonna
you
use
gain
up.
what he gets. Is
Oh.
basically you have a fly speed of your walking distance.
What's the speed?
Oh, because
of-
I was thinking of
Wings
like
of
giving up my Wings of Flying for the spell. Because then
Gotcha.
I would get my Wings of Flying speed.
What's your wings of flying speed?
60 feet.
Yeah, you get 60 feet, Kinian.
We both move 60.
Now, understand, you know, it's for
Well,
life.
hang on.
Yeah.
Is this going to cost less because she's not getting the strength increase that Kinian's getting from it?
It will cost less, but you're burning flame tongue, right? Which is a
She's
rare.
burning
isn't it?
2 rares. Because the
Yeah.
wings
Yeah,
of
the
flying
wings
are
of
rare,
flying.
I think.
Rings of Flying and the Flame Tongue.
So 2
Yeah.
rares.
So
Yeah.
if it costs less, then yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
for it.
Okay.
And I will give you guidance.
Good idea.
I'm also assisting in this one, just like with Kinian's.
You guys should have called
Okay.
me in earlier to help.
So same deal.
Yeah.
Keo brings you through the ritual of the dragon,
Yeah.
and and he
And I get to add a D4 now.
yeah, and he looks like deeply into your
Bam,
eyes.
bam, bam, bam.
Nice.
Very nice. It's going to be like
That's what-
41.
41.
Holy shit! All right, so
The best fucking tattoo
Thank
ever.
you, hon.
describe your tattoo.
So I guess I could maybe get wings. That would probably make sense. But what I was really excited about was getting like a flaming sun. That's just like you've got the normal sun, and then you've got just huge flames around it, and that part would be like on my clavicle, sort of.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you
I
And
know
like
the
then,
dragon part.
then
is.
just wings on my back.
Okay, I like that.
They'd
That's
be fiery wings, actually. Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah.
that's badass.
Fiery wings.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. You're
And-
talking me into that.
and
That's-
ever so
that's
tiny,
good.
and ever so tiny in the sun. There's There's
A dragon?
A swarm of dragons flying around it. Type of thing?
no. There's Icarus and his father,
I was actually thinking of that earlier. I'm like, fire, sun,
who are
wings,
actually Epido
Icarus.
and Keo.
Oh.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right.
this is so dope.
Nice.
All right.
That's
Nice.
huge for you not having to blow an action to fly.
So you're at 21 hours.
Fuck.
Manet need a nap?
I mean, probably.
Or do you want to just kind of push through?
I'm not getting exhaustion yet, am I?
Not yet. You have
Real
3
close?
hours.
I'm real close. All right. I got to do something for me now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I want the thunder cannon to suck souls up when I kill something.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We trash the garbage shotgun, or we imbue it with the Soulmonger's effect, essentially, where if you get within a certain range of them, you are able to absorb their soul.
Which makes
like
sense
Shao
because
Kahn
the
style or
battery
whatever.
has like a range itself.
Right.
And then you got to get up close and personal, which you don't like to do.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid.
So one of the conversations Alan and I had was like, it's dope. It forces AJ to get really close. Or the intelligent thing to do is have the barbarian carry
Run around with it.
Yeah.
Like, hold the torch, Kinian.
Yeah, that might be what happens.
I think that's what Kinian says. Like Manet
Now
pulls it out.
that you're a little bit smarter,
Yeah.
yeah, we can go with that. You understand the importance of it, I
That's
think.
tact. Yep.
Never in a million years would he given it to 8
Dumb
in
Kinian.
Kinian.
I think what's going to happen is like Kinian's fighting style is probably going to evolve too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's going to actually be looking for weak points rather than just chopping.
It's going to be more tactical.
All right, so there's a couple of things that would be cool.
And he pulls out a list.
I want to make my dragon scale mail armor not disadvantage on stealth.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a good idea.
I'd like for the pluses that I have on my thunder cannon to no longer be reliant on my gloves abilities. So right now, the special gloves that you gave me,
Yeah.
I use a spell slot to increase my gun to a plus of whatever spell slot level I'm giving up
Okay.
for a day. So
Okay.
Which is dope.
I'm persistently
That's pretty
down.
OP.
Yeah, that's what he's been rolling around with for like 3 tiers. No. 2 tiers.
I haven't been able to cast third level spells on it. It started
Right.
out as a +2 and then became a +3.
Yep.
But I'm constantly down 1 spell slot of that. So if I can actually make my thunder cannon a +3 thunder cannon,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Okay, what do you want to burn for it?
We also have a +3 sword of answering.
So
So
here's
I gotta get something more for that, not just a +3. Because it's a +3 and then some other stuff for the sword of answering.
So here's what, I don't know if you'll go for it, but what if your gun, or what if the thunder cannon and the pistols all become +3? You don't really use the pistols that often.
I don't use the pistols.
I know.
How many d6 do you get for sneak attack?
2.
2. What would be a fair idea, I think, is the lameness that comes with if you have any form of disadvantage, you can't sneak attack, or you need an ally next. You could just drop that, and you could just have that damage without that mechanic.
So
Or if he-
I'm
I don't
willing
know.
to do that.
Crit on 19s.
Kitty is like, fuck.
Crit on
was
1
the other
or
thing I
20.
No. So, here's what I would bargain for that. I would say you could do that as long as you're not being harassed.
So as long as there isn't an enemy within 5 feet of you,
Well,
Right.
or someone shooting
shooting at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as long as Manet's able to do what Manet does, and that's sit back and take his time to shoot, you you would be fine. But as soon as you are harassed in any way, I think
rules.
it would go regular. That's what I would think. I know that's kind of complicated to like think about in battle, like does it apply or doesn't it? But I think more than not, you're probably going to be able to apply it.
Okay.
I don't know.
So that gives me
Sneak attack.
sneak attack always.
Yeah. So you don't
essentially.
need someone right next
So
to the person.
yeah,
You don't need advantage.
They could be
basically.
aware of you, and you'd shoot them, and you'd still get your sneak attack damage.
So
There's
it's like an
2d6.
intelligent sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. You effectively become a sniper, where a sniper can make a clean shot, but if the sniper's being harassed, it's not necessarily going to be able to do the most potent of damage.
Can I get some guidance?
Yep, you can.
34.
34, yeah. You succeed. So I think what you do is you lay out your gun nervously in front of the obsidian flame. And the scariest part is when you lay your gun out in front of it, the thunder cannon starts losing its runes and stuff like that you've magically imbued it with. And you're like walking away and you're like, fuck, I hope this works. Like, because if it doesn't, you're SOL. You got a pop gun. And you stand back and you toss the sword into the obsidian flame, moving the ley lines to cross through your gun, and it just looks immaculate. It starts like gaining these new filigrees and stuff like that. It looks very nice.
It's all draconic though.
It's all in draconic, and it has like it's actually like so. The scribing for all of it is draconic, like that carves everything out. But just like the tattoos, when you look back, it's the obsidian flame moving through your gun, and yeah, you are able to wield this gun much more effectively.
And the wood all darkens, and the bluing turns to blue that's so deep it's almost black.
Neat.
Very cool.
Stealth armor?
Ooh. Oh, that's right. You lay out your armor.
I mean, that's pretty mundane. Do we just a low-level scroll?
Oh, yeah, because you're just doing
I'm
the
just
stealth
getting
on
rid
it.
of disadvantage on stealth rolls.
5th level or higher. You got something like that?
Yeah.
Because it's essentially a silent, which is, I believe,
Silence is not 5th level.
I
That's
think it's like
second at
That's
most.
second or third. We've got a question mark confusion level spell scroll and a question mark speaks with plants spell scroll. They were never given a level when we received them.
Ooh, actually, thematically, you put both of those in, you could almost make it like a camouflage armor.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Confusion and
Advantage on
plants.
stealth?
No, I think what it is like it
I like that.
becomes more organic at the seams, so that the metal isn't rubbing anymore. It's a biomass that's always growing.
It's a ghillie suit.
It's a gentle ghillie suit. Go ahead and roll.
There's like moss growing between the
I'm
dragon
going to
scales.
assume more guidance.
Yep.
Now that she's here and happy that she got a tattoo of something
Auto
dope.
guide.
I will assist with my Emerald
40.
Enclave knowledge.
Okay. All right.
I rolled a 19, so
Nice.
it's
All
not
right.
going to get much better than
I know
that.
it doesn't help you at all, but Kyo's dropping some wisdom as
Nice.
his beard grows.
That's
All
a
right.
total of a 40.
Yeah. You succeed.
So my gloves. Can my gloves be converted into a tattoo?
Yes.
Would that make Kyo happy?
Same.
Yes.
Basically all the same.
Kind of
things.
want better flying. My flying right now
your
is
flying right
is 20 foot as an action during my turn.
Uh,
Can I permanently give up a spell slot for her?
Holy
flying?
shit. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Okay.
Well,
So,
I guess for Manet, it really isn't a big deal.
He's giving up one of his first level slots.
I mean, I don't really cast spells out of
Is
that.
it a fly 3rd level?
You got 2 choices here.
That's pretty cool.
You can permanently give up your 3rd level spell slot,
Which you just freed up.
which you just freed up. You literally just freed
Hey,
up.
might be worth it.
Or and that would give you I'll give you the 60-foot fly speed, like the rest.
That's basically like the spell.
Yep.
Concentration?
Yes, it would be the spell, but it's a free action.
It's like command word.
Yeah. Yep. So
Command word fly for.
Yep.
Okay, so giving up 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And my gloves to get tattoo of the obsidian flame.
like a sleeve tattoo,
Yeah.
like up to the elbow.
Sure.
Okay.
And that'll transfer all of the current glove abilities, like the breathing,
Yep.
resistance and whatever.
Yep. Because it's basically a 1-for-1, and then you're using your spell slot ability
To increase the
enhance
fly.
it.
So I hand the fork to Epido because I mean he's the one getting tattooed.
Uh-huh.
So
Yep. Yeah. You don't want Epido running that shit unless you do it yourself.
I mean, I'm left-handed, so just
Yeah. Okay.
okay, well, anyways, I turn into a gnome because that's what my tattoo does, and I look you straight in the eyes.
Are you going to hold his hand too?
My eyes to your eyes.
did we all get tattoos this round?
Yeah.
I didn't.
No.
He didn't get
Bonded.
tattoos.
Do you want one that's not magical? Just because.
Yeah, sure. I got an obsidian flame on this shoulder. Let's put something over here.
Oh, he's already
Group
got
tattoo.
tattoos.
Tattoo party.
Do I have advantage?
Meanwhile,
from
back in Faerun.
Kyo's support.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll be better equipped to
The sounds
kill
of
them.
dying people in Faerun. Cut to Mount Celestia. Bzzz. The Avengers are getting falafel.
We get done with this and
We
we're
got a
like
41.
41. Nice. All right.
You know, it's fitting that like the only really bad rolls were on
For Kyo's.
were on the item that I want. That's not even that powerful.
Nope.
It's pretty much worthless at
It
our
was
level.
too
but
easy, so the rolls were just like crap.
Nice. All right. That's 30 hours that you guys spend. That Manet spends. You are effectively.
it's okay. Time runs differently in this plane.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 300 days.
we come back, everybody's dead. Just bodies everywhere.
So, you are feeling exhausted, but at this time, I believe Gladia urges you all to plan your attack. Mainly because she needs to know what resources that she needs to muster.
Hey, Pop. Whatever happened to Titania?
So,
I read all about her, and
man, she was nice.
pull out my doll. Like, see, because she was my actually my
Your patron?
warlock patron.
Yeah.
Titania.
He says, "You see, I haven't talked to her in a long time. I kind of left abruptly to kind of help with the Chaos Wars, and then I never went back.
Well, the Chaos Wars are still going on.
Well, they just reignited.
But they're still going on.
Agreed. So I don't know what's happened to her."
So Kyo's got a new quest: find his other mom.
Find his other mom.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, his other mom,
His-
because he already knows Tin's around. So
Can we assume that Kenyan went and nodded off for a while?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Then, yeah, I'd have my luck points back. What should I be expecting tactically for this fight?
Chaos. Pure chaos.
That's not what we saw last time.
Organized, but yet chaos itself.
how can we make sure that we all keep our heads about us? I, in the past, have been known to, and I look over toward Bon, injure party members.
I rub a scar on my forehead, like, oh yeah, still hurts.
I think Epido is advising you and says, no. This is definitely Asmodeus advising you because he's had thousands of years of experience fighting them. He says, when you're fighting chaos, it's better to be on the attack than on the defense.
That's historically how I've performed within battle.
And I think that's why you do so well against the demons. Think of it this way. You saw how they broke up the battle at Camp Kaigal? You don't want to be the defenders trying to plug all of the holes in your defenses. You want to meet their battle face head on. Throw defense out the window. And I think Gladia, she says that's not right. You need to defend the weak. You need to defend those who can't defend themselves. You're the most powerful here. You need to make sure that you are protecting the lower beings.
Maybe Lathander would be able to help protect them.
We're like a dragon.
If I were to ask him for help.
Yeah, you might be able to, he should be back here in a couple of days.
Each one of them is as precious to us as a coin in our hoard.
Did Tin just fangirl visibly?
Yeah. So we're staying here for a couple of days, right, guys? Right.
It'd be cool to bring Lathander the head of the Demogorgon.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Heads.
Yeah.
Both the
It's
heads.
two-headed.
I kind of look down at my chest, and I see the dragon, and I reflect on shards exploding from me.
That's his new dragon name, by the way.
Shards?
Yeah, Indraconic.
Once we leave this plane, with the piece of 6 destroyed, is that the last time we'll step foot here in Mount Celeste?
Let me go to the kitchen.
Keo
There's
runs.
other ways of plane travel.
Keo just runs away. As you're saying that, he just scurries off.
I go find the closest kitchen in the closest building, and I start smacking forks till I get one that sounds right.
Except I can transport us.
Yeah, but you have to have something attuned to do planar travel.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's why I'm always collecting forks. And I paid to have them made.
This arcane knowledge is rather new to me. It's rather interesting.
Knowledge is rather interesting to you.
Kinian just said interesting.
The more you know.
It's like beer for your brain.
I'd be curious, does Kinian want to drink? Do you have the
Smart
urge to be
people
drunk?
still like drinking.
Yeah.
But to the excess that,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Flowers for Algernon shit. Do you want to go back? Do you want to drink to the point where
Life becomes simple again?
Fuck.
We'll have to find out.
Anyways,
He hasn't had an opportunity.
yeah, those are metaphysical questions.
But then the smarter Kinian, once he does that once and he wakes up the next morning, he's going to understand the impact of his actions.
Right?
And so there's going to be that, is it worth it?
So the answer to your question, Keo now has, and Gladius says,
I run back in and I have a fork. And then I misty step over. It's look.
Now the tablewares that he collects make a lot more sense.
So what is the plan then? Do we muster forces in Waterdeep? That's what you guys were talking about yesterday.
It would be a high concentration of individuals that need help protecting.
The kobolds are pretty decimated in Waterdeep, though.
But we also aren't going to have a good chance of getting the Demogorgon to come to us if we don't have a lot of people around.
Correct.
I can't.
That's why I suggested Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Oh, I thought you were saying like that
It's
was
the highest concentration of life on the planet.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were saying like that we shouldn't go because of that.
We could fight him in, like, the Death Ward.
So I was gonna say, yeah, isn't there like a cemetery ward, Ward of the Dead, that wouldn't be very occupied?
That's where I got this.
Because otherwise we would maybe want to do it like on the outskirts of town.
Asking the DM, you're...
Because I've been in Waterdeep, I would know as a character.
The battle is probably going to be near to outside the gates.
Okay.
If that's how it turns out, but I mean, strategically speaking, I think that's the only way Ting could think is in terms of an assault coming in like she's seen in the past, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we should take the obsidian flame to the tip of the spire of the Blackstaff Academy and draw
Put
him
it-
in.
Yeah, put it
right
up
in the middle
for
of the
display.
city. Yeah. I'll bring him.
Now, Keo, I don't recommend that we put an item of this importance back on the material plane within reach of the Demogorgon.
Yeah, if we're
now
bringing
Keo-
the Demogorgon to
Keo
us.
tries to drop some knowledge on Kenny, and he says, Kenyan, planes are just where you are. Because Keo's not as smarter than Kenny.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I think the best course of action would be to return to the city.
Okay. To return to the city, do you require
forces.
all of the forces? Asmodeus he's saying, how much gold can you all muster?
At least 50,000, apparently.
I've got another 1,000 on top of that.
Well, how much do you have at your house?
Why do you ask?
Well, understand the
Arcana
first
lots,
line is
right.
going to be loths. If we can buy them off,
Yeah, preemptively.
we can at least take on one line. That requires no deaths. He says, I have a small nest egg in Waterdeep.
What do you
You?
consider small?
6.5 million gold, roughly.
I could talk to the dwarves.
I mean,
What?
It's hidden.
we've been doing a lot of this demon killing work, so I think it's only fair that you pay off the
Pony up
loss.
some material
Yeah.
value.
I mean, we've killed 2 of them. What have you done?
Well, I
It's
did
like-
spend thousands of years sacrificing my time by the orders of the Devas to, fight the demons.
He's like, I've been putting up with your lot.
And you've had thousands of years to accrue interest on your gold.
I don't think hidden gold gets interest.
It does, but the wrong kind of interest.
I have very much interest in
He says, yes, you can have it. Here's the deal. I want all the souls that the soulmonger collects.
I got no problem with that.
We'd have to put
You
a
don't,
time limit
Manet.
on that.
That's curious.
Except the Demogorgon.
I don't think that's a good bargain. I think I'd rather take my chances with those little foxes.
Okay.
How about you get
65 tons
to...
of gold.
you're the one paying off the aboleths, so you get to control what they do.
Kyo's shaking his head. No.
I love that idea. Deal.
No souls.
It's not in writing. It's not in writing. And I'm sure some level of his control would shut up Kyo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because Kyo had the servitude thing to try and avoid the Salt Wanderer. And yeah.
Logically, this is like the end of times. The city would be chock full of refugees from everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Along the Sword Coast. That's why I'm suggesting we go there.
I feel like the South Gate, if we were outside of it, there's not as many like the North Gate has some farms and stuff. This one's more isolated.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, there's a large open space out there.
We muster at Waterdeep, and we don't have to call out exactly where we're going to be.
Exactly. No defense, only offense.
I can rush out to meet them on the field.
Okay. What are your plans to lure the Demogorgon?
I think we bring the Aasimar forces. He wants to wipe them out.
Agreed. What if
about that dragon word though?
What if we use that cleric spell? That one that split space.
Toll the Dead?
Toll the Dead.
Oh. That cantrip that I can cast 8,000 times if I want to.
The icky one?
The icky one.
That's been making the Demogorgon appear.
Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Maybe we make it easier for him to cross into this plane. And maybe we show him the forces we have mustered.
I could get the Newsies involved, and we could get them to toll all the bells in Waterdeep at once. That'd be pretty cool.
Now, the spell says that you have to point at an object. So, could we just toll the dead on rocks or something, or would it have to be a living creature?
If it says object, it's just an object. But if it's a creature, it depends on how the spell's worded. You might need a scapegoat.
Time for a bag of rats.
A bag of rats.
Yep. My 2 cents.
Creature. Yeah, we'll need rats and chickens and shit.
My 2 cents on our plan here. I'm assuming the Demogorgon isn't stupid.
No, he's very cunning.
So if we show him everything we can, everything we've got, would he come if he doesn't think he can defeat us?
Okay, so this is what I remember about the Demogorgon. He is all about unfettered violence and rage, so we could probably exploit that. His twin heads compete in some ways and cooperate in others. So he's capable of devising and enacting super clever strategies, but he's also paranoid at all times. He prefers to meet
About threats to his rule.
Sorry, yes. He prefers to meet every challenge with overwhelming force and ferret out enemies long before they can marshal the strength to make a serious stand against him. So, hey, we're starting to make a serious stance. He'd want to stomp us out before we can get our army even bigger, potentially. Retaliation can be swift, or it can take some time so the victim can suffer as much as possible. Ultimate goal is to empty the multiverse of all other creatures. Even his cultists.
As far as he knows, if he thinks we still have the Wand of Orcus, what if, we starting a rumor that Kinian the Betrayer is looking to become the next Demon Lord?
Ooh. Because we did kill 2 demons lords. There is a vacuum.
And if we hire an army of those dudes.
The Aboleths.
And
Army of Kinian. I mean, Asmodeus maybe does the hiring, but everyone will think it's Kinian that's gathering an army of Aboleths.
The Yugoloths?
Or Yugoloths.
Or whatever.
Do you think that he would take a challenge from a mortal seriously trying to ascend into lordship?
What I think is appeasing for him is that you have been a part of a team that have killed other demon lords. and the fact that your true nature is very chaotic, I think it wouldn't be much of a difficulty to start spreading that rumor. And I think if we can spread a rumor that you're mustering and recruiting, shit, that has to call him out.
That is, yeah, that's like master plan perfect.
So finally a chance to use seeming.
Yes. Except for you've used seeming in the past. But yes.
Yeah, but
finally
like,
another
properly.
chance. Yeah.
Properly this time. We get to make Kinian look all icky again.
So, kind of back to what I was trying to get at. I think we need to hold something in reserve out of his sight.
Maybe the Aasimar army?
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Because-
we should reveal the Aasimar at all.
Well, because if we're going with the route of Kinian the Betrayer, he wouldn't have an army of Aasimar if he's trying to become a demon lord.
What if Bon had fallen? Like, become fallen under Kinian?
Can you pretend to become fallen?
I mean, we're already just spreading rumors. We can say that
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
thing that
Yeah.
happened.
But still, I mean, like, I think we
That'd
should
be
hide the Aasimar
huge.
army itself.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So how many people can we pack into 60 feet? Diameter. 60-foot radius.
Vertically?
Well, I guess if we wanted to do it sphere.
Like the back of a Volkswagen?
Well, actually, it'd have to be like a cone, probably, because it's sight.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't think that's going to work for the Demogorgon. If you're trying to make illusions, the Demogorgon can see through them. So, if Kinian has a fallen on his side, the fallen attuned to their quote-unquote demon lord, that would show that there's potentially a real threat to becoming a demon lord then.
Yeah, because he's already got someone that can attune off of his power.
Exactly. Having the Wand of Orcus and a fallen underneath him could make this a very good lie.
Now, should we create like a dummy wand? Like physically create one because it's not an illusion, so
Hell
that at least
yes.
from a distance he thinks you have it? Because
Yes.
obviously once he gets close to you, he'd be able to tell it doesn't have any magical signature, but...
Where'd that shaky bone guy go?
Oh, God.
I think you bitches left him on the ship.
Probably.
No help. Yeah, because the attack happened suddenly.
Yeah.
That shit's on the ship, sorry.
Let's see. I mean,
No, I think this is an
I
awesome
get it.
plan. Spread rumor that Kinian is becoming a demon lord. We're hiring up all the Yugoloths, so Demogorgon will see that the Yugoloths are, like, all going to the material realm. And then Kinian's got a fallen with him.
Would we have a way to bring the Aasimar army to hand once the Demogorgon shows up?
In the past, we used celestial gates.
Is that still an option?
Yeah, you just gotta make one.
How
Okay.
does one make one?
Think
Gotta
you cast the
sacrifice-
spell, right?
Gotta sacrifice some magic.
We've got
Yeah.
a ring of spell turning that's legendary.
On that note, how are we gonna get back?
A celestial gate that we're about to make.
that's easy. I can
make a
plane
couple
shift
of
us back. I have so that fork from the base camp is attuned
To the material
to the
plane?
material plane.
Nice.
Because
So, need to build the celestial gate.
Yep.
And get it there.
So it's just the one celestial gate should do for the 300?
Yep.
Neat.
So are we going to have the Aasimar appear mid-battle or before the battle? Because if it's mid-battle, how are we signaling that?
When the gate opens, come through it.
Okay, so like we open the gate on our side.
Good.
I mean, I think it's fine. We can shut down the gate, right? Once the Aasimar come through.
Yeah.
well, we could wait 3 days and then have it controlled on this side, and just Tin could signal.
With Lathander. That's a good idea.
I have them occasionally.
So, like, use divine
Clove.
intervention to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you join us in battle, or are you going to stay up here and abandon Faerun? And if you do, will you tell me where your horde is?
Yes, I fight with you.
From stories that were told of the bars at Waterdeep, I'm led to believe that Waterdeep is challenging for your kind.
Asmodeus pipes up and he goes, my guy who watches my 6.5 mil, he's kind of got a thing for that. We should be fine.
All right.
Who's your guy?
I can't tell you that.
Please?
Trade your soul for it.
The left one or the right one?
Is that why you kept trying to get me to sign something?
What? No. What are you talking about, Gideon?
Devils.
So yeah, do you guys have anything else you want to add to this plan?
So I have added gate to my spells. So once the battle starts, I could try to get Galadia to be summoned in, because then Bon would have...
Bon in the 280.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Those people, too. But, so I'm guessing I'd have to do it once, like, signal for the Celestial Gate, and then cast that afterwards, since that's concentration.
Yeah, because
then we'd have super buffed Asmar everywhere.
The gate itself would have to be open to support any Deva that are
like
that are on the plane.
continuous. So yeah.
Yep.
Hey, question.
Does the
Yes.
Celestial Gate
If I
provide that?
polymorph into a
Yeah.
Deva, does it count?
It does.
Does that also mean that the weave can't support him and he just stays there immobilized?
If he polymorphs,
Oh shit!
Oh.
so he needs
Oh,
to.
damn it!
He needs
Well,
to
until
have
he
the
gets
gate.
until he gets knocked down to 0 hit points.
He needs a strong, radiant beacon or something of that type to keep the weave from tearing.
Oh, so I wouldn't need to have Galadia come in. I would just need it open so that he can access, like,
Yes.
But you could bring
Celestial
Galadia so
power.
that she can help out.
Right, yeah. Yeah, might as well bring a friend.
And then all the other Azamar would benefit.
Yeah, and we will pick up where we left off next time. Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.